newspaper. As you're talking, he's going, yes. He's shaking your head, yes. So we know you're good and we know you're credible. What's the phone number where people reach you? Give it again. You too, and Brian's going to come to one of your seminars. You get free food, Brian. Thanks so much. Absolutely. And June 9th, we have our live remote there. Thanks so much, Blair. You too, absolutely. My guests, Brian Hews and Randy Conner. We don't have too much time left. And we set off there. We're going to have you guys back for periodic reports. On this first night, what do you want our listeners to know?
Where do we start?
I know.
In
just a couple of minutes. No, just to start them off. I guess you would say that there's corruption, in your opinion, corruption is going on at the LA County Assessor's Office.
Well, I think the one case that we got was we got some more public documents, and inside was a lawsuit that Ramin Solari had filed against one of his clients, suing him because the client didn't pay him for one of his property tax reductions, and in that document was a deposition where the attorney was deposing Solari. And Solari, in the deposition, said he didn't know Goose.
He said he didn't know.
Right. And I said, Randy, we need to call this attorney. And then we called the attorney, and we told him what we were doing, and the attorney said, what? And then that's when he heard about that, 2 days later, Randy?
He subpoenaed,
He subpoenaed John Goose.
to appear in this trial.
To appear in this trial, and magically a week later it was settled.
I see. So
Solari settled the case after suing this guy for, it was a year and a half case. So
my question today, and I think I know the answer. How do these people think they're going to get away with it?
Well, I think that's
Right.
our job, and I think our job as newspapers, every newspaper and every radio station and every news outlet in Southern California should basically be ashamed of themselves for not following our lead and really diving into the story. This is Bell on steroids, and that's basically how I can classify it.
well,
And
there was
and the amount of people
Right.
the amount of people that have contributed to this fiasco is unbelievable. And the thing is that
Contribute in the sense that they were part of.
they're part of this entire situation and why the corruption at the assessor's office.
Well, there was one case where this gentleman who the LA Times pointed out 2 days ago was Scott Shenter. He, through the bad policies and procedures of the office, he was able to devalue 20 billion. What is it? How much, Randy? 20-something billion in property without getting approved.
Wow.
And 20 million was reduced by Ramin Solari. 20 million was reduced by this gentleman who's named Jeff Lloyd, who we can't get a hold of. And these gentlemen got paid, presumably got paid for reducing these. About 6 months later, they found out these were Shenter, his name is Scott Shenter, did these illegally, quote unquote. And the assessor sent letters out later saying, oh, I'm sorry, your property taxes are going back up. And so if Ramin Solari and Jeff Lloyd got checks, are they giving those checks back? That's our next big question.
This is unbelievable, and it's too disturbing. Have they? Well, we don't. I have so many more questions for you. What we'll do is we'll have you guys give periodic reports as often as you have information for our listeners.
And any other exactly. And if you have any other of your hosts here on KRLA who want to go ahead and talk to us during the day, we're here for you.
Yeah, they're national. But in any case, how do people follow you guys?
Go ahead, Randy.
You can go to our website, www.loscerritosnews.net. You can find us on Facebook at Los Cerritos Community Newspaper. But main thing is our website, loscerritosnews.net.
Yeah, there's a no goose timeline on of all our articles on there. And
I bet you there's corruption not just in that office, right? I mean, it's, all of it. It seems like this almost happened. It was serendipitous. Two people come to your office. Maybe it was about to break anyway. The DA's office, they were keeping it quiet. What? Till they had more information.
well, anybody who's breaking the story, the LA Times, the LA Weekly, got all their information from us, and then they ran with it. But they need to learn the word attribution because they're not giving it to us.
Well, we'll give it to you. The Los
you.
Cerritos Community Newspaper, Randy Economy, Brian Hews, and they'll keep in touch with us on the Mark Geisler Show.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Awesome.